What's up, YouTube? This is Cardboard Coach Neil, and it is June 25th. So the first half of 2025 is almost over, and I want to share some recent pickups, kind of small ones, with you that happened over the past couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks or so, but also kind of the first half is almost over. Next week it's July. I mean, it's flying by, and I want to know what your favorite pickup so far of 2025 is. Mine, I'm going back and forth. They're both at SGC right now. Again, I didn't plan on getting them graded at all, but if you watched one of my videos, they had a mechanical error. Brent Martin always takes care of these things, so they sent me a label to return it and take a look. I added my notes as to why I think it should have certain years on it and not just a postcard. So we're going to see how that works out. But I did ask him if I could include a small submission with that. He said that's fine, so I did. But maybe one of you guys out there has already picked up something that's your favorite card so far. So your favorite card for the first half of 2025. You still have some time to go out and do some shopping. But hey, let me show you these recent pickups. I'm not going to be that long, so let's turn this camera around and see what we got. Okay, so I got this turned around. I got to find a better way to do this. A lot of the guys I watch, they have these kind of cool setups with maybe some display stands, and I have a few of them, but they don't really fit the bigger cards. Not that I have any for this time, but I got to find a cooler setup. So this is a work in progress, if you will. But first, I'd like to thank Rob Cash Cards. Rob, who has a tremendous channel, also has tremendous generosity. I guess in a weird way, I snuck into a contest. Mentioned the wrong guy, even though I do subscribe to Rob. He's been one of the guys I've subscribed to a long time. Great content. I'm going to tag him in this, so if you're not watching, watch his stuff. I mean, not only does he do some great videos with some pickups, but man, that guy busts wax like it's nobody's business, and it's fun just to watch, take a walk down memory lane. So Rob, thank you very much. These are the cards that I won. These are relic cards. I won the relic lot. And the first is Fernando Tatis. Again, I got to get a cooler thing here. But I'll tell you what, these relic cards are really cool. And like a lot of things, it kind of puts you down a rabbit hole. I mean, this is a kind of a cool thing to get, some modern players. And as you can see, there's a jersey swatch right in there, but that's for Fernando Tatis Jr. So that's, the first of three. The second, we got Miggy, and, Hall of Famer, no doubt, one of the best players in the past, 20 or so years. And this is just a cool card. And this is a Major League Material card. Looks like some type of it's definitely a bat in there. But these are cool. And last is my favorite one. I mean, how do you not like Aaron Judge? And plus, this is a great design. 85 Topps was a tremendous issue, in my opinion. And this is from the 35th anniversary of that set. And it's an Aaron Judge swatch. And a cool little prize. I really do appreciate that. Again, thank you for that generous gift, Rob. And also very quick shipping. I mean, the guy, he's efficient. He doesn't play any games, that Rob. So next is a 54 Johnson Cookie Warren Spahn. This is an SGC 7. I love this set. I showed an Eddie Matthews. Well, actually, I still have it. So I have it right here just for companion piece material type thing. But the Warren Spahn was a great card. And when I heard a buddy was going to be auctioning off this card at Sterling Sports Auctions, and I'm going to mention them in the comment as well. Sterling Sports Auctions runs, I want to say 12 or 13 auctions a year, or it's basically one every month or so, and they got some good stuff. Real nice premiums. Lee Barons, he's a hobby guy. He's been in the hobby for as long as I can remember. He's a member of Net54, and I'm going to put his website down in the link. It's a tremendous site because a lot of guys, it's for good. You're not going to get a lot of $10,000 cards being auctioned off. I mean, there are some every now and then, but you're going to find some real good material that he does a great job. So that's the 1954 Warren Spahn from the Johnson Cookie set. And Aaron, maybe one day, who knows? Next, these two in just the recent REA auction. I'll start with the bigger one first. And this is a 1964 to 1968 Requena postcard, Whitey Ford. The image on this thing is superb. And I got this for almost the cost of grading. This was $25. And this was in the REA Encore auction. Now, the big auction is coming up, and there's going to be some big time cards listed in that one, as there always is for their summer auction. But the Encore auctions, which kind of, are in between the 3 or 4 large auctions that he has, oftentimes they're just as good. Again, a lot of collector type material for the everyday guy, for that everyday card collector like Jason. No pun intended. So the back is unused. So these Requena postcards, and I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, these were issued by the Yankees team photographer, Luis Requena. And he put these out. These were done by him. They were produced by him. And I'm going to guess you could buy these at the stadium, or you could mail away for them. I mean, it's just a great image. This is Whitey Ford with a typical Whitey Ford type pose. But again, I like, stuff that's kind of off the beaten path, and it's just a cool card. Also from REA, I haven't been buying a lot of mainstream cards, but I do like Yogi Bear. And I saw this card, which is a 3, and I got this today in the mail. It looked good on the scan, but I get this card in the mail, and I'm blown away that their PSA is calling this VG3. I mean, look, it's it is what it is. Grading has gotten a little bit tougher, or maybe they're just doing it on purpose so you submit to SGC or something else. Who knows? But I mean, this is a great. It's just I'm blown away by this card. I love Yogi Bear cards, and this one is no different. It's just a tremendous set. Now, there was recently an episode of For Collectors, and they were talking about the best cards of each decade, and I believe it was John, 3D80s kid, who said, 56 is okay, but he likes the 55 better. And I believe that's what he said. If it is, I completely agree. The 55 Topps set, I'm going to say it, is so much nicer than the 56. The 56 set gets a lot of love, and rightfully so. It's a cool set. But look at this card.
I mean, it's just, okay, enough about this card. It's just, I just really like it. So there it is. Yogi Bear 1955 Topps. And just a great addition. So the next card, this is not a recent pickup. This is something I've had. But the next two are very, very related. Okay, so this is a 1961 Topps Roger Maris. It's arguably his best card. 61 was, a great season. And it was, obviously, for those of you who haven't seen it, 61 was a great movie. And probably one of the top 5 baseball movies, in my opinion. Barry Pepper played Roger Maris and looks just like him. And this is, the way he was portrayed in the movie, that's him. I mean, that's his attitude. Kind of sullen. He's got that sullen look to him. And I wish I had a 61 mantle to kind of show you the difference, because the 61 mantle, if you can picture it, he's very, he's got like a heroic, stoic type of look to him. And Roger, and they're both portraits, and they're, kind of looking one way and one looking the other. The contrast on those two, it's kind of like real life almost. At least that's what it was portrayed and what I've read about Roger's time during that season. How everyone wanted Mantle to win that. I guess it was a little technical glitch. Sorry about that. This is clean back. But yeah, the movie was a great movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It was done by Billy Crystal, and I think I remember reading Billy Crystal saw the movie Saving Private Ryan, where Barry Pepper was in that movie. Another great movie. And he said, that's Roger Maris. And it kind of prompted him to create the movie. I don't know how accurate that is, at least my tale, but that's what I'm going with, because it's already being recorded. So that's the 61. Again, I've had this, but 2 items came up on Facebook, and they fit into my type card collection, also like a game card type collection. And this is a 1962 Roger Maris card from 1962 Maris game. Simple black and white, kind of cool. Very affordable. It's just a cool card. On the back, I'm not familiar with this game. Pop foul, on one side with the runners holding, but on this, it's a strike. So I don't know. I'm going to guess, depending on how you draw it, it's one or the other. But there was probably a bunch of these cards inside of a pack or a box, so you could play this game. But it's cool. I mean, obviously 1962, he was famous, but for 61, but Maris MVP back-to-back in 60 and 61. I mean, he had a really good career. He's one of those, I wouldn't say he's a no doubt Hall of Famer, but he's one of those guys that you kind of scratch your head, because he's not in and some of these other guys are. I mean, just, he had a great 7-year career. There's no doubt. After he went to the Cardinals, it was maybe a little bit different, but Roger had a tremendous career and certainly a tremendous name in the game. And here's another card. Not that I'm a big Roger Maris collector, but again, a type card, postcard. So it scratches off 2 things, and it's just so odd. Postcards, some of the material they've used on postcards, it's just tremendous. Now, this one is a 1961 Sam's Family Restaurant Roger Maris with Sam Gordon. Obviously, that's Sam Gordon. Sam Gordon bought the 61st home run ball, and the name is on the back. And he bought it for $5,000. let's see if I can figure this out without my reading glasses, because I did read this and I already forget who caught the ball. Well, one of you young whippersnappers might be able to read that out there. But that's the story right there. Sam Gordon owned Sam's Family Restaurants throughout California. And he bought the ball from the lad for, I think, $5,000. And here he is showing it to Roger Maris. Again, this came up on Facebook, one of the groups, and I saw it. It was posted, I think 8-9 minutes earlier, and I said, "Oh, hey, I'll take it," just because I've never seen it, and I just like this kind of stuff, and it fits in a lot with what I'm doing as of late. So those are my recent pickups.
And I hope you enjoyed watching that. It was kind of brief. For everyone that's going out to the National and gearing up, I wish you guys the best. But I'll be talking to you guys hopefully sooner than that. Hopefully this one order comes in. But yeah, listen, I want to know what you guys have been buying. I want to know what your favorite pickup is so far this year. And remember to collect what you like, buy what you can afford. And if there's something out there that you kind of want to get, find a way. You only live once. So until next time, this is Cardboard Coach Neil, and we will talk.